Hey, Lunacy Fighters, it's Shannon, and I'm here with Based Mama.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
And we are, well, I'm trying to do screen sharing, but I'm failing. So sorry, hang on a sec, guys. Um, so yeah, I wanted to give my take on the red pill black situation because, yeah, it's just been a crazy few days. So, Based Mama, if
Yes.
that is your real name. Now, I'm sure you, okay, so you heard about social autopsy before, correct?
Yeah, I heard. Like, I didn't realize it was her because I'm not gonna lie, I don't really pay that much attention to stuff. Um,
Right.
but I saw her like pop up on Stefan Molyneux, right? And like
Okay.
now she's not Candace Owens of Social Autopsy. Now she's Red Pill Black, right? So like it didn't really like click with me until she started telling her story about how like Zoe Quinn called her crying and told her she had to stop or else the anonymous white male Trump supporting trolls will come get her. And I'm like, this sounds
Right.
really familiar, and that's when I started paying more attention, you know?
Yeah. So, like, okay, so basically, I got pretty ticked off about this because, like, I didn't really care that much until earlier today when I saw Barbara put out her video basically answering questions for Candace. Did you see that?
No. Oh, if I had no idea what was going on. Yeah, I heard. Well, I saw a lot of people bitching and saying that like Barbara's been taken in by her, and I was like, I haven't seen it yet. Because well, I've been out all day like doing mom stuff, so I haven't really been watching it. But
Right. Well, so from what I saw, um, because I watched the video. Sorry, I'm just trying to throw something up on screen, guys, because I feel bad because I'm not going on camera. Because first off, I look like shit, and second off, I legit can't find my camera right now. I don't know where it is. So sorry about that. Um, but wait, are we live? Is this working? Yeah, it's working. Okay,
yeah.
cool, cool. Oh, and I had some serious technical difficulties when I was trying to start up this stream because my husband was taking the laptop into the other room, and for some reason, screen lock wasn't on, and so
Mhm.
it flipped the screen upside down,
Ugh, I hate that.
and like I couldn't get it back. So it was yeah, it was annoying. But Rex W in super chat saying now wait for Shannon and Mama to make out. Yeah, I don't
For
think that's gonna happen,
$2?
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, really.
that's that's that's
Right,
not happening for less than the maximum super chats. There you go.
right. If someone gets me to kill Roy, I'll make it work.
All right, move your ass.
Yep. But
I want to
anyways,
see Shannon.
yeah. So Candace started this whole thing. Okay, for people who don't know, I'm sorry, I'm a little scattered, guys. But for people who don't know what's been going on, okay, so this chick, Candace Owens, or Owen, is it Owen or Owens?
Owens.
Okay, she started a Kickstarter to make a website called Social Autopsy, which that kind of bothered me back at the time because my favorite YouTuber, Rob Dyke, well, one of my favorite YouTubers, that's not in our little, corner of YouTube,
Mhm.
he had a show called Social Autopsy on his channel, and it was fun. Like he was going over, like
Oh God, yeah, I remember that.
yeah, and Rob Dyke is just really
That's why
fun
it
and
sounded so familiar.
yes, and so it pissed me off because I'm like, crap, she's gonna like screw up, this show on Rob Dyke's channel that I really like. But basically, her service was, or her idea, her pitch was a website where you could go and upload screenshots of mean things people said on the internet, with their real name, their photo, where they work, their city, their state. I don't think you could actually put their home address.
Oh no, you could.
Oh, you could.
There's so much shit on the Wayback Machine. They're having to scrub it because it like had legit people's home addresses, phone numbers, parents' addresses and phone numbers, grandparents'
Right.
addresses and phone numbers. It was fucking nuts.
Oh,
You could
Jesus.
put so much information in there. It was insane. And when you know, quote, anonymously entered other people's information, it collected your information. So your shit was on there when you put somebody else on there. Like, she's, you know, this based black conservative or whatever, right? But the true based black conservative, Patty Politics, her fucking docs was on that fucking site.
Right.
Like, and she's like, no, it wasn't operational. It wasn't working. It wasn't whatever. I'm like, bitch, no. Suit actually, I think, also did a video showing how you could back end it and get all of everybody's information that had been entered. So, I mean, it's been archived like a motherfucker. She ain't getting away from this.
Right. All right, I'll stop sharing. God, I give up. I give up on trying to screen share.
Forget it.
Yeah, oh well, I
It's a late
tried.
night.
It's late. But yeah, so anyway, oh, okay. My mom is in the chat saying she can't get it to load. Just refresh, Mom. It's okay.
I always, when it does that to me, I'll just click on your channel name and then go to, and then click on the live thing. And it works.
Yeah.
Like, really well. You always have to like go through it. Yeah, Steve G says all the information is not verified either, which is a good point because you could dox somebody and say they said a bunch of shit, and you know how easy it is to fake screenshots.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've done it before. Like not as like trying to screw people over, but as like making a joke. You know, like one of my friends said they eat ass. You know, that kind of thing. But it's super easy to do.
Yeah, and so you could put that on the site, say it, you know, this person said it, and then put them in a bad position. And like she was pushing it for like, you know, so kids can learn internet, you know, responsibility. And I'm like,
right, and okay. that same like where she was doing that Q&A, that same one that you're talking about, like I could not stand that smarmy fucking way she was talking. Like when people are like, you know, she got asked the question, what if people fake this? You know, what if people fake screenshots? And she's like, well, if people are making a fake profile for you, you've got bigger problems than social autopsy. It's like, bitch, that did not answer the question.
What are you going to do on your end to prevent that? Nothing.
Okay. Nothing. And, you know, what about minors? Well, you know, even if you're a minor, you're not exempt from this. It's like, what? Like, we'll come after you even if you're a child. Ha ha ha. Like, what the fuck? And the thing that's really getting me, because, you know, I've been kind of going at her all day on Twitter, and it's been really interesting because, and I'll pull up a few of these things because there's been a couple interesting little exchanges that have happened because she has refused to answer me or anybody actually. But what's interesting is every tweet someone tweeted at me that was defending her, she would like it.
Yeah.
She would actually hit like. And like okay, here's one. Here's a random one. Let me pull it up. Sorry guys, it's late at night. I'm kind of not in the best of modes right now.
That's okay. It's not that late for me. I'll pick up the slack. Cool.
Totally is for me. Okay, so here's when I screenshotted. And okay. So someone had said to this guy, because he was going on and on defending her, and well, not so much defending her, but oh, let's give the benefit of the doubt, this kind of thing. Someone had tweeted him saying, well, doxing is wrong. Why would you defend it? And he goes, nice straw man. I'm not defending doxing. I'm saying there is no doxing happening. And she liked that tweet.
Because I don't know what the fuck does she think a dox is? Because like here, it's a 5 to 10 year sentence.
Well, and this same guy had said, oh, she doesn't know, she didn't know what doxing was. And once she learned what doxing was, that's when she became red-pilled. It's like, no one changes a political affiliation overnight. No one.
Yeah, that was kind of like, because people are like, well, what do you think about like her transition versus Lacey Green's? And I'm like, okay, Lacey Green took time off. She was gone for like 5 months. And
not only that, but she like slowly befriended people, and she was very tentative, and she's still not totally like yay woo red pill.
Well, I hate red pill. Like, it's so fucking annoying.
No, I know, me too.
But it's like,
I'm just using it for the sake of it's what people already say anyway.
Red pill black. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she took time to to change her mind. You know what I mean? And this was like, one day liberals were mean to me, so now I'm a conservative. And now she's like, what does it say about conservatives that they're criticizing me? I'm like, probably that people will call you out for doing shitty things no matter their political affiliation.
Right. Regardless.
Like, doxing is like murder on the internet. It's like literally the worst thing you can do.
Like here was another one. Let me see. Because I really wanted her to address this. Because this was a quote out of Barbara's video earlier today. Mm-hmm. This was from a DM that she sent to Barbara saying there was never a database. It was simply a splash page / proof of concept. Then I was red pilled. So
if it was a splash page, why does it have people's profiles on it?
And here's
it tells you in the terms of service.
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, for the moment, that it wasn't collecting people's data, which we all know it was. On the Kickstarter itself, and I went to the Kickstarter today. It's still up. You obviously it was terminated as far as getting donations, but the page is still there on Kickstarter. And I highlighted this little moment. Thus far, we have worked to collect data and create about 22,000 profiles from individuals that are surprising all over the employment spectrum: doctors, teachers, lawyers, you name it. And so instead of addressing that, she's liking tweets from people that are, defending her. So I kept asking her, what about this? Where is this information? What did you do with these people's information? And I'm just angry because I really like Barbara as a person, and she boldface lied to Barbara, and makes her look bad.
Yeah, but you have to. I mean, she was busy scrubbing information too. So like, if you just came to this and you went to look at the website, all you see is that there was no about, there's no facts, there's no like nothing. There was just a form to enter people's information. But like she went back and started scrubbing stuff clean. What she should have done, and what everybody would have like totally let it go, is if she was like, oh, it's like, a document site. Holy shit, I'm gonna shut it down. Like,
yeah, like, you know what? I fucked up. I should get rid of that. Yeah,
I think people would have let it go, but like, Dave was asking her, publicly and privately, like, do you acknowledge that this is a doxing site? And she's like, it's not a doxing site. It's not a doxing site. That was never my intention. Doesn't matter your fucking intention. That's what it is.
Yeah. And so, like, people are like, well, why would she, want to have a doxing website and then, become a conservative? It's like, guys, she's not a conservative, first off. But the thing is, like, people are like, oh, well, why would she fake, you know, why would she be an SJW but fake being a conservative? And, you know, I'm not going to put on my tinfoil hat here, but let's just look at the facts, okay? She was doing all this stuff, very, very, you know, SJW, doxing website, you know, all this. And then she claimed Zoe Quinn came after her or whatever. And, you know, she woke up one morning red pill. But what I find interesting is she has only been on YouTube for, what, 4 months, 4 or 5 months. She's put out like 15 maybe videos. But she's all over Rubin Report and InfoWars and all of this stuff. The reason she switched sides, guys, is because the tides were turning. Being an SJW, being a professional victim, is not as lucrative as it once was. But being the token Black conservative, that's turned out to be very lucrative for her. Seeing as she's had to put in very minimal effort, make a few videos, you know, that are not very good quality. Granted, I don't have much room to talk there. You know, I make videos in my bedroom. But still, she's put in minimal effort, you know, and she gets to be the token when there are Black, you know, I won't say all of them are conservative, but there are Black people who are quote unquote red pilled that don't get anywhere. She got her niche in, and it's really interesting to me that, like, Paul Joseph Watson is, you know, adamantly defending her when, you know, when the Social Autopsy website came out, he was one of the people writing articles about it.
Yeah, it was a pretty he just looked like a horse's ass. I mean, he does that a lot anyway, but
yeah, it's kind of his like his lot in life is looking like an idiot.
Now, but she hang on, I'm gonna find you this article, because when I saw this I was like, oh bitch. She was actually bullied in high school, and that, you know, she tells that story, that's how she like came to this or whatever. And then she herself was arrested and charged with harassment. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I'll have to pull that one up.
I just sort of let that be, like, alrighty then. And it's not online harassment. This is like IRL harassment.
Jesus.
I'm trying to find it. It's oh man, June sent it, and okay, I found it. I'll send you the link so you can because I was like, oh bitch.
Yeah, put it in the side chat because I don't have Twitter up right now.
Okay. It'll be in whatever one is attached to mobile devices, because that's what I'm on.
Yeah, it'll be all right. But you know, it's just, it's kind of, it's just
shit.
I just can't believe the amount of people that are so blinded and just outright defending her, and how dare you, you know. Like I had one person earlier, Dave Cullen, who obviously you know Dave, and I love Dave. I love Dave. But he had commented on Barbara's video. And you know, like, Barbara's just such a sweetheart, and he had commented, just going down the line, you know, hey, this is what's wrong with, you know, these points, you know, what you're saying is factually not true. Not saying that at like her for being wrong, but saying, hey, you were lied to, you know.
Yeah.
You know, this person lied to you. And you know, I commented underneath saying, you know, I love Barbara, but I have to disagree with her here. And this guy like flipped his shit at me. Okay. And he's like, how dare you, you know, why you're being disingenuous? What is wrong with you? I'm like, what are you being
disingenuous?
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, I didn't even say anything negative about Barbara. Like I said, I love Barbara. What are you doing?
Okay,
But
man,
they're
we all have those psychotic fans that you're like, listen, I'm gonna have to ban you because you're freaking me out.
right.
I have banned those people. Like, you're weird.
Yeah.
You're weird.
Yeah, it's just, it's, oh God, but so many people are defending Red Pill Black and acting like all of us are paid, which, where do I sign up to call out lying assholes? Please, please, but someone pay me to do it. I would love that. Love it, you know?
Yeah, that'd be great, actually. But
But and then like anyone disagreeing with her is a liberal. Actually, you know what? You want to have some fun? Let's go through this bitch's Twitter feed.
okay. I've been like kind of out of the loop a little bit because I've been doing stuff for Killer, so I was kind of watching peripherally,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, why does she keep doubling down? Like that's really my issue. If she would have just said like, yeah, I recognize that it's a bad idea, and I'm gonna pull the project and just do it, just shut it all down, then done and done. But she's like keeps defending it. She's like, I will never be sorry for social autopsy. It brought me where I am today. I'm like, I thought a frantic phone call from Zoe Quinn did that. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, that was
It's just
weird. The computer just talked to me. Anyway.
doesn't it seem very contrived though? Like
Yeah.
she gets one phone call from Zoe Quinn. Like, why does Zoe Quinn know her number, right? And it just, I don't
Yeah,
know.
where did that come from?
Well, see, then that makes me be like, who are you connected to before you decided to quote Red Pill? That
Yeah.
Zoe Quinn had your fucking phone number. I don't
All
know. It
right.
just seemed like something was up with that. You know what I mean?
All right. So I'm in her tweets and replies, which why is that should tell you something. Her fucking banner photo or whatever the fuck it's called is a Kanye West quote. I don't care what people think because people don't think. Well, you don't think, Kanye. Are
Yeah,
you
he's
there?
kind of
Okay.
weird.
Okay. Okay, so
I'm trying to read. You're gonna have to read it because it's a little. I
okay.
can't read
Yeah.
it.
She shared a tweet from someone named Janice Vetter that says, I love the street fighter in you, but we are waiting for you to rise above. She said, true, not answering anything else. Time to move on and leave trolls to their bridges.
Why are they always trolls? Why is any criticism a troll?
Oh, just wait. Because she started doing the it's because I'm black
Oh fuck.
thing. I'm dead serious. She said, wow, Ruben report Joy Villa or Via? I don't know.
Yeah.
Via. Cernovich and Prison Planet all had my back in a matter of minutes. This is why they're leaders. Most of those, I at least, Cernovich and Paul Joseph Watson are really not that respected.
I don't know about Cernovich because that dude be like on the fucking make all the time.
Oh my God! Wait, here we go. She retweeted Joy Via, and this just tells you. Oh, okay. Joy Via is probably an idiot because
She's a
listen to this.
Scientologist, so yes.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. There are people who create and people who seek to tear down those creations. Laura Loomer and Red Pill Black are those that create.
That almost came through my nose right then.
Oh God! Don't talk to me or my tire ever again.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. I saw Medicare's video about her and I was just fucking dying.
Oh my God, I was rolling over her too recently. Like she's, oh my God,
That's funny because you're in a wheelchair.
Yep.
She's tired, really solid. Sorry.
Hang on, I gotta text my husband, telling him I
Wow.
need a phone charger.
It's like she puts that thing up like Antifa found me and slashed my tires. And my fiance is a mechanic, right? So he like
Oh yeah,
zooms in on the picture and he's like pointing out the way that the like
it's
tear is in the tire and her jacked up rim. And he's like, your tires are like a decade old. You should be happy they lasted this long. He's like pointing to the dot, the Department of Transportation date.
mm-hmm.
And she's like, go back, what did you say? Go back to your cave troll or some shit like that. He was like, what the fuck? Like, he was the top Audi mechanic in the world. And he's like, free advice. Like, it'll probably, you can probably still get your rim fixed at the dealership. It's likely still under warranty. Like, he's trying to help her out. He's not trying to be a dick.
Right.
She's like, go fuck yourself. I'm like, okay, well, fuck you too.
Oh shit.
It was hilarious. And then she tried to rape Gavin McInnes, and that was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. Isn't he gay?
No,
Which one of them's
she's
gay?
married with a bunch of kids. I don't know. But she's also being accused of attempted rape against Lauren Southern and someone else I never heard of.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, what the hell? Well, and like I did a thing about Loomer the other night because I mean, how could I not? You know?
Yeah.
Well, and then I got temp banned off of Twitter because a Laura Loomer fangirl flipped out at me. I'm serious.
All right, Laura Loomer and Red Pill Black are the same person. They have their like talking
Just
points,
slightly different melanin.
Yeah, they just spit the same shit out that they got probably from Ben Shapiro, and they just regurgitate. They don't have like their own opinions. They don't have their own perspective. It's always like whatever whatever YouTube video they just watched, pretty much verbatim. It's like, and you can tell because if you watched a video on that subject, you will hear like the same phrases, like exactly the same phrases come out of their mouth.
Yep.
It's like, you know what? Just get the fuck out of here. No, Gavin didn't try to rape Lauren. Laura Loomer tried to rape Gavin.
Yes. Someone's talking about is that Kevin Schuler?
Yes.
Talking in the chat? Is that him?
Yes.
Kevin, I need to get you that picture so you can do that thing for me.
So he's such a good artist. Huh?
I know. I'm like addicted. I had him do
all of our art for Kilroy.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I commissioned him to do like family portraits for my in-laws' wedding anniversary.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, so he's already done like my in-laws, like my husband's parents, and then his sister's kids and family. And I need to get a picture of my little family all together for him. Oh, sorry, schooler. Sorry. Unless you say schedule. I do say scheduled, but I only do it just to be an asshole. Anyway.
I do it because my great-grandmother was Scottish. And my grandmother went to boarding school in Britain.
Oh, this is funny.
We say schedule and take tea, and we call it a bonnet instead of a hood.
My grandma says wash.
Where's your grandma from?
Like Ohio. So.
Oh, it might be. When we moved to Virginia, I was like, what the fuck are these people saying? Because they would say wash and they would say winder, and they would say water.
Oh, water, yeah.
What? Are you speaking English right now? Like, am I stroking out? What's happening?
Oh,
I cannot understand these people. It was so embarrassing. And I had a slightly British accent. Well, my mom also grew up in Bermuda. So when she gets pissed, it's the funniest thing. She's like a 5'3" chubby white lady, but when she gets pissed, she sounds like Caribbean. It's fucking hilarious.
All right, so I'm still on Red Pill Black's Twitter, And this is funny. Conservatives know Richard Spencer is scum. They have nothing to do with him. MAGA, 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 smear that. People have said for a long time that Richard Spencer is working for the feds and Democrats. All of a sudden this week, conservatives, quote unquote, are attacking out of nowhere, and Richard Spencer comes to their defense. Try again, liberals.
What?
I have no idea. This is just like fucking Laura Loomer saying like Trump himself is trying to block her investigation of Las Vegas. Which she's claiming, by the way. Yeah.
I wish Laura Loomer would go away. She's like the 99-cent store Lauren Southern.
Hang on. Okay. My mom is saying my grandma does not say Warsh. Yes, she does. I've heard her say it. She says washcloth. Anyway.
I'm right.
And then she said, let's see. I'm sorry, I'm going through her stupid Twitter. Sorry, kids, I'm no dummy. I'm a conservative. Honey, those are not mutually exclusive.
How is she a conservative like that?
Right.
Like, you don't become a conservative because people were mean to you, and therefore you adopt all conservative viewpoints thereof.
Oh, here's a good one. What a beautiful coordinated attack. Because the people are scared that the MAGA movement is growing with Black conservatives. What the Yeah, because I'm totally, a Bernie supporting, paid off by Soros person.
Well,
and apparently my grandma says however. Instead of however.
What did you think of Yaldov? Yeah.
I've
confused me.
I think I've said Yaldov. Or I do say all y'all. Like all y'all. What are all y'all doing?
Do you know what's a super freaky thing to see in Georgia? I don't know if you ever go through there.
Okay, wait. Here's this one's gold. This one's gold. So I'm supposed to, quote unquote, wake up, and then conservatives are racist, and conservatives are supposed to wake up and think I'm a plant? Nice try. Well, you claim you woke up and changed political sides. So
in an instant, he did.
In an instant. I want to see what
instant political switch.
Yeah, I want to see
water.
What kind of comments that got.
She's a mess. Like that kind of bothered me. Like when I saw her on Stefan Molyneux, that was the first time I realized who she was. I was like, that just doesn't I wouldn't put it past Zoe Quinn to actually coordinate an email attack of assholes with shitty fake names. Like, I really wouldn't, because she has admitted previously that that's the kind of thing she does. So okay, maybe that happened. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say, yeah, that happened. But why would she all of a sudden adopt conservative viewpoints? It doesn't make sense to have a total and complete ideological shift.
No. Overnight. It's because she figured out it was lucrative. Oh, this one angers me.
She co-hosted with Alex Jones,
Yeah. Well, and this one, oh God, this one pisses me off. I have a lot of respect for Barbara for you to see. It takes a lot to go against pack mentality and form your own thoughts while being pressured. Okay,
it was pressure.
Everyone I saw, no one said anything mean to Barbara. I mean, maybe I'm sure she got mean comments and stuff, but I'm saying other YouTubers, everyone else was like, okay, Barbara, I disagree, but we're not upset. You love you. You're fine. No one was mean to her as far as YouTubers. No one pressured her. In fact, all that happened was you fucking manipulated her, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, but she's I don't know, like when I did watch her on Alex Jones.
I'm trying to find the one where she complained about being black.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's in there. But I like Dave made an observation that I think is true. Like she's not liberal or conservative or anything. What she is a victim, and she's playing. Now she's the black conservative victim, whereas before she was, you know, the victim of the anti-Gamergate crowd or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, here we
Like,
go. Here we go. Here we go.
okay,
I got it. Okay. So she tweeted this October 25th. We knew the journey for Black conservatives would be uphill, overwhelmed with the messages of support I received today. So inspired. Hashtag MAGA. Bitch, it's not because you're black. No one gives a
you're
shit.
shady as fuck.
Right? Like, no one gives a shit about your fucking race. No one. Not a single fucking person.
Well, but see, if you like, you're basically white, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm white as fucking new fallen snow.
Okay.
I'm Irish and German and Scottish. Actually, okay. I am 1/16 Hebrew, but it's all in my nose. So. But yeah, no, I'm white.
Well,
But
I'm not, so I pull the race card a lot, and it will
see, I pulled a
absolutely
couple
shut
cards.
people up. Oh yeah, you do. Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot you can do that.
Yeah.
But it like shuts people down. They're like, oh, well, they don't want to say anything now. So
Yeah.
that's why she's doing it. Like it's so hard for a black conservative woman in today's world.
Poor me.
Woe is
I'm
me.
black.
Like it's
It's so
bullshit.
hard.
I just do it to liberals who try to tell me that this land belongs to the Native Americans. We should never colonized it, and we should have open immigration. So you realize those are totally mutually exclusive concepts. But that's just because I think it's funny.
Laura Lumacy. That's funny.
That is funny. But she pulled it. She pulled the race card because she knows that it will shut people up. Like it'll
Yep.
make they don't want to look racist, right? Because there are a lot of conservatives. I'm not a conservative, but there are a lot of conservatives that will not say anything to you if you're a minority because they don't want to be like pegged as having pissed you off,
Yeah.
or like as a racist or ableist or ageist or whatever the fuck they can, yell at, whatever they're gonna do.
Yeah.
And if you're a person who like cares and you don't want to come off like that, or you're worried about coming off like that, then you will just shut up because you don't want to be basically caught criticizing a black woman.
Yeah.
Like
And
it's just bullshit.
it's gross. But and we should go over the fact that the archives
Oh yeah,
that were found.
archive.is.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So,
Oh,
okay. First off, I actually have the archives with the people's information and stuff. But I am not going to post them anywhere for obvious reasons. That's people's docs.
yeah, and you're not a wang.
Yeah. So, oh shit, hang on. I'm going to text my husband cuz I need the fucking laptop charger.
You're like, damn it. Um, well, when the first time she told this story about Zoe Quinn calling her and stuff, she didn't say that Zoe Quinn had been on 4chan and there were rumblings against her, right? But then, like 2 weeks later, all of a sudden now 4chan is like in the mix.
Mhm.
So she like kept shifting up her story to like to fit new information as it came out. If somebody called me and said, "Hey, there's a 4chan thread about you," you best know I'd be on fucking 4chan looking at that thread.
Oh hell yeah. I would too.
I wouldn't be like, "Oh my god, for real," and then not do anything about it. Just saying, like, who wouldn't? Because oh god, if 4chan has your scent, be scared. They will come.
Oh god,
But
my ex put my fucking phone number on 4chan once.
What a dick.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Oh,
just a dick move.
he's a piece of shit. So that's the same one that like beat the ever loving shit out of me.
Sounds like a real peach.
Oh yeah, great guy. Totes. I mean, I'm over it, you know. Oh well.
Yeah, I
But
really seem to be carrying that baggage around with you and all that shit.
right, I can barely, carry myself around.
Oh, fuck. I love you.
That's what I do.
Oh, shit.
But okay, so anyway, the archives that were found. Um, I'm not quite sure who actually found the archives. But I know that Suit Yourself did a video first off, where he was able to find search results with people's names on Social Autopsy, and they were clickable. You could see the person's name and photo and stuff in the back end of Social Autopsy. So there was that, and then also I got sent archives as well as Andy Worski got sent the same archives, where it was people's profiles that were set up with their names and
Phone
everything
numbers
like that. Phone
attached to their
numbers,
Facebook accounts. Like,
exactly.
it was
And
a
he was
lot.
able to go through and verify that these were real people's, Facebooks. So they were real people. And who knows how many of them there were. And I've seen lots of people saying, oh, nothing at all was stored on the website. Nothing. There was nothing. No one's information was there. And then when they are shown this, that there was people's information, they're like, oh, well, that's just placeholder stuff set up. Those aren't real people. And then you say, no, these are real people, and you show them that, they're all, oh, well, no, because, they probably were people that she knew, and it was okay, and they were okay with it. And it's like, why are you bending over backwards to defend this person?
Yeah, I don't understand that, because when I looked at the archives, I went on my kids' Facebook, 'cause I don't use Facebook, and I could find every single person that their profile was on there. And these are like real people, and I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure they would
like
be
they don't.
surprised to know that
Yeah, and
they're
they
on the
don't.
fucking
It's
site.
like from what I was able to tell, these people don't live like close to each other or anything like that. So it's not like it's just people she happened to know or anything like that. Like,
Yeah, it's like she's not on their friends list. None of them have like liked her Facebook page or her nothing, like nothing related
nothing.
to her. So they don't know who she is or don't appear to know who she is.
Right.
And
So
none of
like,
them seem
how
like
did
they're
she
aware of
find
it.
them? Well, and apparently
Exactly.
most of the hashtags that were attached as well were, I think, Caitlyn Jenner. So I'm thinking she just went through and like found people she thought were being mean about Caitlyn Jenner
Oh
or
yeah.
something. So that's what I'm thinking happened. But the people just bending over backwards to defend just abhorrent behavior, it makes no sense to me.
Well, it just makes her even more gross that she's not like just admitting it. Like, just fucking admit it. Like, it drives me nuts, man. Although
Yeah.
I was talking about her on Alex Jones. That shit was hilarious.
See, I didn't watch her on Alex Jones.
Oh my god.
I
Fuck.
can't deal with her fucking smarmy ass attitude. I can't. Like, it's like she's just like her mouth, the way she talks, it's like she's chewing maggots, you know? That's just how I see her, and I can't. It's like I got too much stress in my life, man. I don't need that shit.
I agree.
Let's see. She sounds
But
like she has no identity of her own, based mama.
yeah, most identitarians don't have their own identity. That's why they need to form a collective.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious. I just, if you can tolerate it, You should watch it. He did it on Periscope, and it came across my Twitter because I have a family connection to Alex Jones,
Okay.
like IRL. So I know his dirty, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
Ugh, dude. Anyway, he doesn't believe like 90% of the shit he says. You should just know that. Like, he doesn't. But he does believe in super male vitality, though. Like, he
What
legit
about the
believes
water, turning the frogs gay?
No. He does believe in chemtrails. He does
I
believe in the
do.
super male vitality. And what's the other one? Like the hyper iodine thing, to get ready for nuclear attack. And he's always like pushing or whatever.
I don't know. There was one like that had bone marrow in it or something.
I think that's the super male vitality one.
I
It
don't
also
know.
has like high levels of lead, which explains
Yeah,
the.
yeah, there's fucking lead. What the fuck?
But lead, okay, but lead poisoning, especially low level lead poisoning, will make you extremely suggestible. So I'm just putting that out there. Careful of your lead intake if you're grasping at conspiracy theories because you might have lead poisoning. Just saying.
Mm. Well, there's that. All the Dale Gribbles of the world probably have been licking paint. Let's see. Is Alex Jones' family of you-based mama?
No, he's not my family. Someone in my family used to run his Austin cable access channel and spent a lot of time with him
Ah.
and cussed him out and told him that if he called their house in the middle of the night again, she'd rip his balls off and shove him down his throat. So
Let's see.
that's my family connection.
Josh, the Go Dude, says his caveman protein mix is the bone marrow stuff. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for that. But okay, so what would you like to see happen with this whole, this whole situation with Red Pill Black?
I just think she needs to come clean. Like, the truth is going to come out no matter how hard you fight it. So just tell the truth. Like, that's all it takes. It is
Yeah.
a fucking doxing site. That's how she set it up. She wanted to make sure that if you said anything mean on the internet, everybody would know who you were, where you worked, who your family was, all that shit. Because she got bullied in school. And don't get me wrong, she got bullied bad. Like, they got arrested and convicted of, harassment shit. It wasn't like, she didn't have an experience there. But then she herself was also arrested for harassment. So
Yeah.
it's sort of a two-way street on that one. I'm not really like, she's done her bit of dirty as well.
Mm-hmm.
But ideally what she should have done is just said, like, yeah, this is, I set it up, my heart, like, she can say her heart was in the right place. Like, I get what she was trying to do is make people responsible for what they say. We used to just call that netiquette. You remember that?
Yeah.
Just
Well,
kept in mind that there was someone else on the other side of that.
yeah.
And that was all you did. But so I get what she was trying to do, was like
The
enforce
thing is,
etiquette.
I get that, but even if I don't feel like her heart was in the right place. Like, I don't think it was, wanting to, oh, I want to make sure, no one gets hurt and stuff like that. I think this was like malicious. It was like, if you fuck up, you will pay, and I don't care if you're a kid, you will pay,
Yeah, that that one kind of bothered me. I mean, we do have anti-harassment laws and we have cyber violence and cybercrime laws and we have all that shit. So I don't really see like why you need social autopsy at all anyway.
I honestly think she was probably uh it was you remember Candid?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the back end, she was trying to set up some kind of database that she would be able to sell in some way and make money off it. And
Yeah, probably.
honestly, like, I think that it didn't work out the first time around with her targeting the SJW side. So I think that's where her magic awakening came from, where she was going to let it die down for a while, then turn to the conservatives, wait for people to forget about it, and then try to relaunch it as a way to take down the SJWs and like, let's categorize them, and work that angle. Because it didn't work on the SJW side.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't have worked because...
Oh, I know. I didn't say she was smart.
Well, if she's right, all right, let's pretend that she's right about, Zoe Quinn making up her, threats, because, well, okay, if you get a legitimate death threat, because I get them a lot when I talk about Islam, Jesus Christ, it's fucking graphic sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But people have tried to find me, I shit you fucking not, based on the stucco on my house. Like, they want to find me and kill me.
Right.
But what you do is you don't blast it all over the internet and cry about it. You call your FBI field office and you report it to them. That's what you do when you get a threat. You don't cry about it on the fucking internet. Like, if it's a legitimate threat and someone is actually terrifying you and you actually think that they may actually do something IRL, you call the authorities. You don't tweet it out.
You absolutely do not draw attention to them publicly.
Exactly. You don't screenshot it and tweet it and cry about it.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, you know what'll happen if you do that? First off, if they notice that you've noticed them, they're going to go more underground and it's going to be harder for the actual authorities to find them, So you're just making it harder for actual, like, police officers to do their job to protect you, if you even go to the police,
Yeah. Well, because what you're doing is you're giving them a head start to, like, get around it, right? So that's what she, that's what Zoe Quinn was doing. And even though she admitted swatting people and doing fucked up shit to people, right?
Who? Zoe Quinn?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I didn't know about that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know she was fucked up
shitbag.
and just an awful stank, but I didn't know about that.
Well, if she's admitting to doing this before Gamergate happened, and then she's, like, swatted herself, like, she already knows the way the system works and she already knows how to do it. So I wouldn't put it past her to do it to herself. She's a total fucking attention whore. Didn't she lie about her mom dying? Like, she's the worst kind of person, man.
Oh, Tim is saying hi.
Hi, Tim.
Tim, Kronsell.
I love Tim. Tim is coming to visit me, by the way. I'm super excited.
I love Tim so much. Hang on, I'm going to send him the link. He's probably at work, but I'm going to send him the link just in case he wants to, like, jump in and say hi.
I love Tim. He's like the best patron ever.
Like, I know.
He's super consistent, first of all. And secondly, he's, like, so polite, and I just love him. And he's not, like, weird.
Yeah, he's a sweet guy. Hang on, I'm going to stop sharing. There we
go. Oh, have you tried? I'm going to try this maker support. It's a replacement for Patreon that's not Patreon. Patreon is filtering, by the way. They, like, are going for alt-writers because I applied, right? Because I'm like, oh, okay, they're all about free speech. I'm going to get on there. And so I get on there and they, like, never processed my application or whatever. And I was like, fuck you. Like,
that sucks.
But maker support, they say that they're 100% free speech. I'm like, all right, well, we'll see, because I see some pretty fucked up shit. So
I wonder how much of a percentage they take.
I'm not really sure. Deep Caves. Hey, Azrael, I love this dude. I'm not sure. I dropped Patreon because they kept kicking people off for their controversial opinions. Like, BAM has a fucking Patreon, but they threw Lauren Southern off. Like, I'm not saying what she was doing was awesome or whatever, but they're like, we don't believe in, violent activism or whatever. But I'm like, but you got a fucking BAM page up. And they literally advocate for violence against civilian population. Like, everybody has to be beaten into our way of thinking. Like, and they have a fucking Patreon. Like, no, like,
Wait,
that
Bam?
shit pissed me off. Bam, by any means necessary.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm like,
Okay.
it was bullshit.
I thought you said Bam, and all I could think of was like Bam Margera from
Oh,
from fucking Jackass. Which I love Jackass, by the way.
I've never. I think I've seen one Jackass movie, and that's one because John Waters was in it, and I used to like John Waters before he went completely crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. All right, I'm done looking at Red Pill Black's fucking Twitter because I just can't. I can't even deal with it. But oh my
There's
god,
actually video of me shooting. I am a very good shot. So
I'm a decent shot for someone who can't pull a trigger very well. I'm not strong enough. Like I can shoot a 22, but I can't shoot anything higher caliber. But I'm a good shot with the 22, and I back when I was with my ex, his family lived down on like, acres of land and stuff. And what the fuck? Hey, American Phoenix. Oh, okay. They're saying hi to everybody. I was like, what is that?
hey,
But he lived on all these acres of land, and like we were out like in the back of the property one day, and there was a buzzard like flying around. At least I think it was a fucking buzzard. But we had BB guns, and I fucking shot it out of the sky.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah. Wonder if Tim's gonna join. I sent him the link, and he said thank you.
We'll see. Oh, Tim. But I don't know. I think I think she's sort of discredited Candace Owens. I mean, I think she's discredited herself to the point where it's like because she's a fad, I guess. She's just the new popular thing.
I think she has backing. Like
yeah,
she's got way too much support. Excuse me, for her to be this popular this fast, because she hasn't done anything.
She really hasn't. I think I thought it was just because like she's a hot black single chick.
I don't think she's that hot. I mean, she's okay, but
I think she's hot, but all right, fine.
Mm-hmm. She's not my type, I guess. I don't know. I think she's just... The thing is, I didn't really know who she was until all this stuff happened.
So you're dated.
So yeah, she's tainted, So I'm just like,
personality matters. I know people say that it doesn't, like when you're talking about like looks or whatever, but yeah, you can be a 10, and then if you're just a fucking asshole, you can drop down to like a 4 really quick. You're like, I'll hit it, but I ain't gonna hang around.
Grumplebee says, so you like so like you, he has huge tracts of land. But who?
Yep.
She was on... My mom says my mom says she was on Tucker.
Oh yeah, she's been everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She has way too much backing to just be out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
She does. And it's, I think it's, I don't know. Oh, Tom Leach says it's not about hotness, it's about being concise and eloquent. That's rare among decent looking conservatives.
Really?
Maybe.
I don't know, because, there's Lauren Southern. I mean, like, Based Mama, you're not quote unquote conservative, but you're if you're talking about conservatives, quote unquote, as far as like, to the right of Stalin, like
that's a wide berth, man.
Yeah, well, not really when it comes to SJWs. they see them, anyone conservative.
Oh, I get called conservative. Like I'm really liberal on so much stuff, but I get called conservative because I'm pro-life and therefore anti-choice. But I'm like I'm contraceptive. It's not like I'm like, you can never use a prophylactic. I'm just like, it's medically risky and it's medically unnecessary, so we should just try to avoid putting ourselves in a bad situation in the first place. We should
have the abortion discussion some other time.
But it's like, okay,
me and you are
just expressing,
I think we're in agreement.
Probably. I'm like, I don't have like, if you don't want to have kids, instead of just fucking like crazy and getting, 15 abortions, because I've worked in women's health and there are chicks that, oh my God, they've had like 20.
Yeah.
Their shit is so fucked up.
My mom was a labor and delivery nurse, and she worked in. Okay, Tim is coming in a few minutes. Okay. So cool. So we'll keep it going for a little while, just for Tim. But
Tim.
Just for Tim. But if we're talking about anti-SJW women who are attractive, definitely Base Mama, Memory Holiday. Shoe on Head, I guess, if you want to call her anti-SJW, because she's kind of like there's a lot of very attractive women who are anti-SJW.
I watch Chicks on the Right.
Yeah, I'm not into Chicks on the Right so much, because I kind of got into it with them back when I had my political page. So,
well, I mean, they're not horribly unattractive. I'm sorry, but far left chicks are like gross. When Yvette Falarka is the best looking one, you have serious issues and hygiene issues, for real.
Yeah, that's right. Modern Medusa, Barbara is gorgeous. Like, I could just go through my subscriptions on YouTube,
Yeah, and I don't know that girl is conservative, but she's freaking gorgeous.
Oh, she's so pretty.
I know. I'm like, I'm going she should be Snow White, and I'll be Pocahontas for Halloween. We can be Disney princesses. It'll be awesome.
Nice.
Hey,
what
morning.
The hell?
Hey.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Shannon. Hey, Mama.
I'm gonna see Tim in 2 days. Okay, I'm trying I just have to squeal like just a little bit.
So would I, if I wasn't if I hadn't woken up like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, let's see. So pretty women who are anti-SJW. So Liz Reptile, which I know, she's not conventionally as, she's not like a beauty queen, but I think she's beautiful. She's alternative-y, and I like it. Barbara, For You to See. I think Theron Meyer's really pretty. Blair White. I'm just going through my subscriptions, by the way. That girl. Ren is pretty. Modern Medusa.
Oh. Peach Bailey. Oh, no.
Peach.
Like, nobody's ever seen her, but Peach is so pretty, you guys.
Everyone knows Peach is pretty.
Her voice is really pretty.
Sugar tits, depending on...
Sugar tits. I was about to say sugar tits.
Yep.
Yeah, she's fucking gorgeous. Good God. Mercedes Carrera. Mm-hmm.
Blonde. I think blonde is pretty, but that's because I like blonde.
She is pretty. Ezeth.
I haven't seen Ezeth.
She's pretty. I tracked her down on Facebook. Because I was like, I gotta know. But yeah, there's so many. Oh, who's that Based Mama chick? No, I'm just kidding. But Janet Bloomfield, like, she doesn't make videos really anymore, but I think she's beautiful. So yeah.
I don't know who Janet Bloomfield is. I'll have to look her up.
Her real name, and this isn't doxing her because her real name's out there. Her real name's Andrea Hardy. And
she went by Judgy Bitch for a while.
Yeah,
I remember Judgy Bitch. I fucking loved her. Oh my god. Yeah, she got kicked off of Twitter for doing Rachel Dolezal. Oh, it was great.
Still around somewhere.
I loved her.
She still has a Twitter. It's a hidden Twitter.
It was hilarious watching her like cause SJWs to stroke the fuck out. It was so funny.
Oh my god.
She put on like super dark foundation.
No, it wasn't even super dark because her town, like there's no black people. So she couldn't find dark enough makeup. So it was like orange.
Dude, I was laughing my ass off. And she pointed out very valid concerns about Indians because we do have a huge drug and alcohol problem. We do have a huge sex abuse problem. And we do have a culture of silence around it. And I'm like, yes, fucking thank you. Like, I feel like I'm the only one that ever fucking talks about it. And then she just got fucking kicked off Twitter. I was like, fuck Twitter.
Yeah. She was the first one that I was really upset about.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's like par for the course that somebody got suspended. That's why I have like 3 Twitters. I get suspended a lot.
I have 2.
And you have to, man.
Yeah.
I have 1. Maybe I should make another one just to be on the safe side.
Should.
But if anyone's curious, my second Twitter is at Crazy Shannon G. So
very street.
Yeah. Which actually that was my first Twitter. That's my that was gonna be my personal Twitter. And then I don't know, I used my liberal lunacy one all the time. And I was going to switch it to, like at Shannon Gibbs, but obviously that was long since taken. So, can't do that.
I'm sorry.
Like, I don't want to be liberal lunacy anymore, Because, like, I'm not so much partisan political anymore. Mm-hmm. That's not, like, what I do. I just do, like, random social commentary stuff.
Well, fair enough.
Like my next video is about CIA propaganda, or not CIA, CDC propaganda.
CDC or CBC?
CDC, Centers of Disease Control.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to say, and for those of us who are not Americans.
Yeah. It's because of, and just a short little thing, I've been seeing all these ads they've been putting on Twitter, these 30-second spots about the dangers of prescription opioids, which I'm not denying prescription opioids can be dangerous, because they can. Yeah. But the way they are framing these videos and editing them and spicing them together in such a way, like there's this one where this guy, the way they edited it, they made it seem like he was saying that when he was 16, he got his wisdom teeth out. They gave him 30 days worth of Percocet, which, by the way, is 120 pills. That would be 120 pills. And he took them all in 3 days.
God, that's his fault for not following the directions.
Well, right, but there's no way the guy was actually saying that. You could tell, like, it's a cut. It's all jump cut, And so you can tell they edited it together in such a way to make it seem like that, So that's why I'm saying it's propaganda.
Probably. Wouldn't be surprised.
And it's pissing me off because, apparently there's like it in this country, and I'm sure you know about this, Space Mama. Mm-hmm. The opioid epidemic that's going on. My county is apparently the epicenter. It is we have the highest deaths per capita. And it's so bad that our coroners are having to basically farm out all the bodies to other counties and rent refrigerated centers for all the bodies. So it's really bad here. But they are making it, basically, instead of dealing with those people and, like, when they catch them, putting them in jail to detox them, they give them Narcan and put them back on the street. And sometimes they, like, a friend of mine's an EMT, And he had a pregnant woman who he administered Narcan. It took a couple doses to bring her around. 7 months pregnant. And guess who had to be revived 40 minutes later after she was released? Because she went out and got high again. Yeah.
Yep.
So she went out and did it again. No regard for the baby, you know. So, but it's so bad because they won't put these people in jail. They won't arrest them, even though, you know, any other drug, they will arrest these people. But for heroin, it's like, oh no, we can't be mean to the poor addicts. It's not their fault. They can't control themselves. Da 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 da. So these people are just dying all over the fucking place. And instead of dealing with them, they're just making laws against chronic pain patients who get their
tell me about
pills legally and, you know, work with their doctor. And
okay, when I go in for my I have to go into the nerve clinic, you know, to I have a neurologist, but he can't prescribe the opioids or whatever.
Right.
So he does like the gabapentin and Tegretol and shit. And then if I like go in, because I don't really take my pain medicine, but if I go in to get it and they give you a 90-day supply, you have to be fingerprinted. Like you have to give your thumbprint.
Hang on. Rambo Phil says, Liberal Lunacy, it sounds like you're on the verge of tears, and I respect that you're willing to get that close on a public stream. I'm not on the verge of tears at all. I don't know why, but people say I always sound like I'm about to cry. I'm not. I'm fine. I'm just tired. I'm dealing with a teething 5-month-old, so I'm tired. But no, I'm not on the verge of tears. But what's pissing me off is, like, I'm not okay. First off, what I'm about to say, I'm not at all saying these people are not responsible for their own choices that they're making. Okay, but with laws they have started passing in my state, I don't know how it is all over the country, but Mama, you know, you saying you have to be fingerprinted and stuff like that.
I have to be fingerprinted at the office and then again at the pharmacy. Every time I fill a prescription, they do the like digital fingerprint thing. So like when you receive, when I receive the, it's only for like 90-day supply because it's a large number.
Right.
Like I think it's 160 pills.
Right.
So they do a digital thumbprint scan at the office, and then when I go to pick it up, I have to do it again so they can confirm that it's me.
Right.
Okay, but here's the retarded part. Anybody that's on my contact list, like my medical contact list, can pick up my prescription for me because they haven't changed that law yet.
Oh, nice.
Like, so okay, what's the point?
But here in Ohio, they recently they recently changed the law, making it so if you are an acute pain sufferer, not, you know, not chronic pain, but acute pain, like say you break your leg, you can only have 5 days worth of pills, period. No matter what it is, 5 days, that's it. And it's the lowest dose. So yeah. And as far as chronic pain sufferers, it's bad enough that they're coming down and squeezing the doctors so hard. Good doctors, not the ones who, and I admit they exist, the ones that were handing out opioids like candy, because it was happening.
Well, it's usually the same doctor, so it's not like it's super hard to track.
Right. Yeah. And so, but these doctors, the state is squeezing down on them so hard that my doctor sent me this letter saying, hey, I can't prescribe to you anymore. And like, you know, you'll have to go to a pain clinic, which there's a long story about why I can't go to a pain clinic. Because I got blacklisted for some bullshit that was not even fair. But yeah, but they're cutting off people who are chronic pain patients And, this is anecdotal. I'm not going to name names or anything, but a friend of mine, a good friend of hers, a childhood friend of hers, he, was a chronic pain sufferer. I think he was in a car accident and, destroyed his back. And so he was a chronic pain patient, and he had been on opioids for, I think, 9 years. And the state cut him off. It wasn't the doctor that wanted to do it. The state forced it. And when you cut someone off like that, when the state does it, they cut it cold turkey. They don't step you down. They don't, help you detox. It's just cut. Fuck you. And this person was in so much pain from rebound pain, which I understand because I've gone through withdrawals. I know how much that sucks. He went to the streets and started looking for medication, trying to find his pills. And what happens is these people go to the streets looking for the pills, and they find out heroin is much cheaper and easier to get. And this person, my friend just had to go to this funeral because he overdosed because of the heroin in the area has been cut with fentanyl from China. And it's so strong, these people are getting, 10 to 20 doses of Narcan and not coming around and dying. So all they're doing by ripping medication away from actual sick people is creating more dead bodies. And they don't care. And my mom's saying in the chat, we need the medical marijuana to kick in. Kasich is dragging his heels. That's true. Ohio has approved medical marijuana, but they will not open the dispensaries. And it's been about a year. Unfortunately, that wouldn't help me at all because cannabis is neurotoxic to me because of my neuromuscular disease, but I'm all for medical marijuana helping people that it can.
Oh, definitely. Like, I thought it was supposed to be, I got some THC oil, or what do they call it? CBD oil or whatever, for my trigeminal neuralgia, and it didn't work. I don't know if it works, if it's effective for high intensity nerve pain, but if it works for other people, like, go nuts. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, nobody cares. If you want to smoke weed, do it. Just, don't come over my house and eat all my damn food. But that's about it.
Exactly. But yeah, so I'm really, it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I'm pissed off, So, that's what I'm working on next. But we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to get it done in the next week or so, but honestly, like, my mom is saying you need CBD oil, Shannon, it would work. No, I don't think it would, Mom. Because, like I said, cannabis is neurotoxic to me, and every experience I've had with marijuana has been a very, very bad experience. So,
it's not for everybody. But
yeah.
Bodhi said if they would just go after the real physician offenders, the opiate issue would go away. It probably would.
Not only that, but if they would, they need to go after the bad physicians, but they also need, to detox the people on the street. The people that they're picking up.
Yeah, well, like I don't know if I cycle opiates because you get used to them, they don't work as effectively, and then you become reliant on that one type of opiate. So, sorry, God, my throat's killing me. They do.
By the way, guys, I need to probably stop in the next few minutes.
Okay.
because of the baby. So
Poor
Yeah,
baby.
they cycle me through Dilaudid and oxycodone,
mm-hmm.
and what's the other one? Hydrocodone, I think is what
Yeah.
it was.
So you're
Uh,
going through Dilaudid, Percocet, and Vicodin.
yeah, they like cycle me through so I don't become too reliant on too high a dose of any one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And that so far, I mean, I wouldn't know if I was addicted to it, but I don't like if I don't take it, it doesn't bother me. Like I don't get the shakes, I don't sweat, and like nothing happens to me. But that I think is a better approach because my pain guy, he's a firm believer in like not getting people to such a point where they're taking like huge mega doses of anything.
Mm-hmm.
So just cycling, I think that helps a lot, at least for me.
Yeah, and
To
that
not develop
helps for.
dependency.
Yeah, I will say like I have a tolerance, like a motherfucker. But I already had like the tolerance of a bull elephant to start off with, like just it's like a familial thing. Like my dad, when he would get his like teeth work done, they'd give him, the absolute maximum of lidocaine, and he'd still be feeling it. So, we've just always been that way that, it takes a lot to work for anyone in my family. And but like I'll admit, like so I get a month's supply of well, kind of fighting to get it anymore, but I get a month's supply of my medication every 3 months. Because that's all my doctor can really do. That's all he's been able to do. I don't know what's going to happen at this point,
Yeah.
But
Hey, Lenska. Sorry, she's in the chat.
I mean, does anyone want to hear the story of why I'm blacklisted?
Yes, because
Sure.
I was gonna let it go, but if you're willing to offer it up, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, back in 2012, I think. Okay, my mom said my tolerance is from her too. She wakes up during surgery. That is not fun. That is terrifying. Okay, so back in 2012, hang on. Okay, sorry, my husband texted me. He's gonna get me after our son eats. So back in 2012, I went to a pain clinic. That my doctor had, referred me to. And because I was in a lot of pain, if you want to know about that, I had a spinal fusion when I was 13, and then the hardware removed when I was 19. And as I was recovering from the hardware removal, my ex beat me in my back. So my back is just irreparably fucked as far as pain.
Yeah.
So my doctor had referred me to a pain clinic, and I went, and it was going fine for a couple months. And so it says on the bottle, and I'm sure anyone with a prescription bottle for pain meds can look at it, and it will say something to the effect of take every blank amount of time as needed for pain. Correct?
Right.
As needed. So I had been getting oxycodone without the acetaminophen. So it was just the oxycodone instead of being Percocet.
Right.
And it was 5 milligrams. And so it said take as needed for pain. And so I was trying really hard not to take it because I know the dependence can build. And so I was, as much as I could, I was taking over-the-counter stuff, and I hadn't taken any of my meds in a few weeks. And so I had, a scheduled regular appointment at the pain clinic. And so I go to the pain clinic, and they had me do a urinalysis. And, so they told me to pee in the cup. Cool. And they asked how it's going with the medication. And I told them, fine. I haven't been taking it as much because I haven't needed to, because I'm taking over the counter stuff. And they said, okay, that's good that you haven't needed it so much, all that. And so after that, I go home, whatever. I get a call a couple days later from the pain clinic telling me, Miss Guy, we wanted to call you and let you know that your analysis came back clean. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's nice. I figured it would. And they're like, no, that's not a good thing. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm not taking drugs or anything, because that's what I thought they were checking for, was like if I was like smoking weed or something on top,
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently everyone knows that what they were checking for was if I was taking my meds. Everyone who knows how to play the system, apparently, because I've had people since scold me, telling me, oh, yeah, you always take one the night before because that's what they're looking for. You always do that. And these are people that have like sold their meds telling me this stuff. It's like, well, I didn't know because I'm not playing the system. So, they're like, we need you to, we know you haven't been taking your meds. And I was like, yeah, I told you guys I wasn't taking them as much. I've been taking, Tylenol and stuff. And they're like, okay, well, we need you to come in for a pill count. And I was like, okay, what day do you want me to do that? So I can, have my fiance, because we weren't married yet, so I can have him request off work. And they're like, no, we need you to come in today. Now.
You can do that right away.
Yeah, we need you to come in now for a pain, for a pill count. And I'm like, I can't. My fiance's at work. And he's my only ride, and I'm in a wheelchair. Like, I can't get there. I don't know what you want me to do. Like, you want me to like go get the bottle and shake it so you can hear it? Like, I can't make it in there. And I was like, I can, make it tomorrow, first thing in the morning. And they're like, well, no, you would have the ability to, acquire more pills by then. We think you're selling your meds.
Oh,
and I'm like,
you're kidding me.
Yeah, I'm like, are you serious? No. Like, I absolutely need them. Why would I do that? They're like, well, you aren't taking your meds. I'm like, it says take as needed for pain. And they're like, no, it says take every 6 hours. I'm like,
but I'm looking at the bottle.
Yeah, it's like as needed. And they're like, well, that's not the part you're supposed to follow. I'm like, why is it on the bottle? And they're like, well, you have broken your contract because you have not come in for the pill count. So we are releasing you from the program and making a note in your file, in your medical records. And so every time since then that I have gone to a hospital for an injury or something like that, I always make sure not to ask for anything for pain, even if I need it. They treat me like a pill seeker. So, yeah, like I had one, I had an allergic reaction, which if you ever want to see something terrifying, ask me about my hair dye allergy.
I have seen that, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like I got in a fight with Mike Tyson.
Really?
Yeah, I'm severely allergic to a chemical in hair dye called paraphenylenediamine. And the last time I dyed my hair with it, apparently I got as close as you can go to anaphylactic shock without going into anaphylactic shock. So I'm not allowed to do that again.
There's probably still a picture of Shannon floating around out there, looking the one you posted yourself. It was just like, yeah, she's been domestically abused or something.
Well, I mean, I
Badly.
have, but that wasn't.
Yeah,
that.
I know. But that
the
particular picture was like, holy crap.
Yeah. No, I still have it. I'll send it to you, based mama. But
Okay.
I had an allergic reaction, and I went to the hospital because what the fuck. And like not only had like basically my whole head had broken out in weeping sores. It was like chemical burns.
Oh.
And it was all in my neck and my ears, and my eyes were completely puffed, almost completely shut. Like I looked like an angry fat Asian man. And like my neck had swollen, like the back of my neck had swollen because that's where my hair, was touching. And so I was talking to the doctor there, and first off, she didn't know, like she's like acting like it's not an allergic reaction or whatever. But I was asking her, hey, what should I take? My neck, it really hurts. I can't move it side to side. Should I take, like what should I take for it? And she's like, well, it's not like we're going to give you pain medicine for this. It's not going to magically fix it. And I was like, I was asking if I should take like ibuprofen for the swelling. But like that, they treat me like I'm a criminal every time I go for anything. So yeah, so basically I'm screwed when it comes to pain medicine, and now the state is mandating people go through pain clinics specifically, and I'm blacklisted. And that's why my doctor has worked with me so closely.
Well, like if I have to go to the ER for an attack, because they have to like do direct injection morphine and they do lidocaine.
Mm-hmm.
I have to take all of my documentation with me. Like I have to keep a file, and because they won't administer medication if you're already on a prescription pain medicine. Like they have to have like all these stupid approvals and shit. It takes forever. But I have to take the whole file, everything from like my first complaint of pain, my diagnosis, to everything I'm taking now, what doctors I'm seeing. So like, because I do acupuncture too, so they have to have like his information and whether or not he can prescribe, because there's so many laws around it.
Yeah.
That it's like such a process just to go to the ER now. It takes like 7 or 8 hours, even if there's nobody in there, because they have to sit and process all that paperwork before they can give me a fucking shot of lidocaine, which isn't even an opiate.
Yeah.
I think I have found a place where Denmark is actually better than America, beyond making hot dogs.
Yeah.
You shut your whore mouth. I will slap you.
Well, guys, I hate to cut it, but I hear my little baby crying.
Oh, Mikey.
Oh, the little baby.
Eat a monkey, yeah. And I think he's angry because he's done with his bottle and he doesn't think he's done with it. So he gets upset when it's gone, but if we try to feed him any more than we are right now, he pukes everywhere. So
yeah.
kind of have to make the executive decision. But yeah, so thank you, Base Mama, for coming on and talking about Idiot Red Pill Black. And Tim, always a pleasure.
Very much so.
And I'm kind of jelly that y'all are going to be hanging out in the next few days. But
well, you're welcome.
Oh, yeah. What am I to do? Walk?
Yeah. It's just a matter of willpower here, Shannon.
Right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody who watched. Hopefully I'll have this new video out in the next week or so. It's really hard with Halloween coming up, and the baby's teething, and honestly I'm kind of I know this sounds stupid, but I'm kind of waiting until I get my hair dyed, because I'm not happy with my hair right now. And so yeah, I kind of want to wait till I get my hair dyed. So
okay.
But if you like what I do, please consider becoming a patron like Tim here. Or if you want to support me and my copious amounts of Tylenol that I have to take to keep myself alive and going, consider donating on PayPal. I also have an Amazon wish list where I have cute stuff for the baby. But please subscribe. Okay, that's kind of pointless because YouTube doesn't even let people stay subscribed. Please go and find me on VidMe, which I just realized is not in the description, but I'll put it there. And follow me on Twitter at both of my accounts and whatever. I'm tired. So thank you everybody for watching, and thank you guys for being on. And
Not a problem.
Until next time, which I love. I just now saw.
Oh, the giraffe.
Your giraffe. Oh my god.
I'm very keen on my giraffe.
It's so cute.
I know.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.